On this episode of The Rebuild, I want to talk about scavenger hunts. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Rebuild. I've asked my daughter Alice to help me out here so I'm not just talking into the camera blindly. And the topic I want to talk about is scavenger hunts. What do you think about scavenger hunts and what they are?
In a metaphorical sense, I think they're just like the literal sense, finding bits and pieces as you go along. And sometimes it takes other people to help you, but sometimes you can do it on your own.
Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm going with this idea, is thinking throughout life. Maybe you think you don't have enough of what it takes to give you what you want in life, but in reality, maybe you actually do have all the pieces. It's just a matter of gathering them up or inventorying them and coming up with an idea of what they all come together to mean and how do they coalesce into something that's solid, something that forms a complete picture of who you are or what your potential is or what you're meant to do and what you are in your ideal way. Like, what do you think of that idea?
Sort of merging the bits together?
Merging the bits together, or saying maybe you can look at it in an abstract way or an out-of-the-box way and say, well, I'm always good at telling people what to do, so maybe you're a leader. Or maybe you're just bossy and you should, get a YouTube video about doing a rebuild. Whatever it might be, right? And you may have to just take a look at what your traits are and go off to one side about what those traits are. Do you have any ideas when you think about your traits and who you are and what those might cook into that's surprising compared to who you are now?
I can be very good under pressure, so that might boil down into a leadery thing.
Leadery thing? Maybe you could even be a potential air traffic controller.
I'm probably not that good under pressure.
Maybe you could run a busy kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm good at being. I'm
you
good
could
at
be a
taking
teacher.
Control when everyone's going completely nuts, and it's like someone falls over, and like, oh my God, there's blood, and I'm just like, okay, so you have to do this and this and this.
Well,
and
you mean
that
kind of sounds to me like you could be a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, class. Now Josephine is bleeding. So I think that's really it. It's not about who you are now or what you want to do, but what is it that you're really rigged to do, and what is your essence of who you are, and try to figure out a way of who you are and what your life history has brought you in the way of experience. I'm inventing new words, and one of them is brought. But then you take that life experience and you pull it all together and you say, this is what I am. And it might not be entirely a clear picture of who you thought you were at the outset, but maybe it's a clear picture of who you can be good at being. Or become somebody who's good. Become somebody new, somebody that's put together like a quilt of other qualities.
And use the bits to your advantage.
Exactly. So that's my thought. It bleeds into a blog piece I'll be doing on essence keywords, which is tie into my work as I'm going through the ontological coaching. And what I'm going to do is write longer on that particular topic. So this is Sean DeWolf for The Rebuild, and this is
Alice DeWolf for the assistants.
The Rebuild Assistant. If you like this video, please feel free to share it. If you like what I'm talking about, feel free to check out my other videos. Feel free to subscribe to this. Feel free to go to therebuild.ca and check out what else I'm talking about. I also have a Facebook group. I put the link right down there, and you can check it out and join the conversation. I'd really love to hear what you have to say about this. Thank you.